Hello everyone, it's Milan from Hipermedia, and today I'm gonna talk more about branding and how to do it correctly and actually, yeah, how to do it. So for branding, it's not like B2C selling because that's a whole another story, which I discussed in the previous video. So for branding, you will need a lot more money, and branding is more like content, not like advertising. You can use advertising, and you need to use advertising to reach more people and to reach overall peoples, yes, basically. And you have to make sure that you are not trying to push them through your sales funnel. You just let them fall into it. So branding is more like a different kind of animal. Actually, you have to make people's fall in love with your product. Actually, you have to get them behind your scenes, show them everything, how you construct it. Okay, that's maybe not, but it's help. So you have to make sure that someone who buys from you, that's going to be a returning customer. That's all about branding, and you have to make a name for yourself. And how you do it? So you have to actually, when you start your brand or when you start launch your product, you have to be number one. That's going to help. But of course, if you launch a car, you cannot be number one. But you can be number one in, for example, electric supercars. There is not much, actually. That's what came in my mind. But yeah, for example, that, or you can be like Samsung. For example, you can be the first in flip phones, touchscreen flip phones, like the Samsung Fold Z. Actually, if I know correctly, but yeah, they are first at that. But for branding, it's hard. Okay, so you build up a brand, you have a good brand reputation. They know you are selling good telephones, smartphones, and all that kind of stuff, accessories, tech stuff. But for example, if that brand started a car brand, nobody would buy it because they build good tech. So you have to start a new brand and all that. So yeah, it's really difficult branding, and to make sure you have to know what you are doing. So as I said, start something new. Be first at something. It doesn't matter if it's just slightly bit different than the first, than the others, but you have to be different and you have to make an impact on the difference. So if you are doing something and you do it differently than others, you have to make uh, that the most important thing, the one selling thing that can make your brand. That's going to be your brand, that one different things from the competitor, the leader of the group, actually. And this is your way of selling in branding, actually. And okay, so let's talk about the social media side and the advertising side of branding. So for branding in Google Ads, you have to just use your own brand keys and of course the relevant stuff that we talked about. And just in your site, you don't have to push it that hard. Actually, talk to them, videos, all that stuff. Try to build a community. Try to build something that people want to be part of. Like for example, Apple, or that's a really powerful brand, or Starbucks. They are super powerful brands, which you get a coffee. Actually, you don't even think about anything else usually than Starbucks. If you're in the US or if you're in a mall and you have a Starbucks, you don't think about anything else, just Starbucks. And yeah, so these are the things that I need to be doing in a band. Okay, and for social media, you have to make sure that so I said it before, not pushing it. So every 10 post maybe can be a sell post, but Otherwise, you just have to post relevant stuff and important stuff that make sense and make value to people, so they are actually not just seeing your stuff and seeing your product. Try to take pictures that are in your product nature, as I can say. So for example, a, a car in a forest, actually a jeep in a forest, that could be good. And you don't say buy this jeep because it can go through all the forest. No, you actually say uh, that the best feeling when you are going with your jeep in the forest, or something like this. This is the social media side of it. And the advertising side, the content marketing side was this, and the advertising side is a little bit different. So you can do the advertising and you should do advertising, but you can do it two ways. So not going on too hard on it, just building your brand and they will sell for themselves, and you just put money on reaches, so to reach me more people, promoting posts, promoting posts, promoting Google, promoting your website, promoting your videos, all that kind of stuff. And the other stuff is when you are going on hard on advertising, and this is super effective because if you are first at the market and you are going hard on advertising, you're going to be the number one soon enough, and you will be the first, of course, and everybody will know, and your name will become that. So your brand name will become that product actually. So they will refer your product as your brand name, which is the best uh, outcome of a brand actually. And the next, so this advertising is good, and but it's this kind of advertising is super good, but it's so expensive. But everybody will know your brand name. So actually, that's the whole point. Everybody will know your brand name. You just have to have a word, actually, a word, and you have to own it. So yeah, and yeah, that's all about branding actually. So if you're branding, not try to push it. And okay, when you are, I'm saying that's the heavy. So when I'm saying the heavy advertising, I said that push it a bit. So for example, do 5 or 10 campaigns, and one push it, and the other is promotion based. And yeah, so this was all about branding. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, please leave a like. Any questions or any recommendation or anything you want to say to me, comment down below, and subscribe, turn on the post notification, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.